Welcome back to the show, everyone. I'm your host, Alex, and today we've got a topic that I think is going to resonate with a lot of you. It's something we all hear, something we all strive for, but is it truly the full picture? We're talking about why hard work alone is not enough anymore. And joining me today, as always, is my brilliant co-host, Sam. Welcome, Sam.
Thanks, Alex. Great to be here. And you're right, this is a topic that I think is becoming increasingly relevant in today's world. We've been fed the narrative of just work hard and you'll succeed for generations, but it feels like there's a new layer to that conversation now.
Absolutely. And let's be clear from the outset, we are not saying hard work isn't important. It's foundational. It's essential. But the landscape has shifted so dramatically in recent years that relying solely on sheer effort can leave you feeling like you're spinning your wheels, even if you're putting in 80-hour weeks.
Exactly. It's like having a super fast car but no map. You can drive incredibly hard, incredibly fast, but if you're going in the wrong direction, all that effort is essentially wasted, or at least not optimally utilized.
I love that analogy, Sam. So let's dive into some of the key reasons why this traditional wisdom needs an update. And for our listeners watching on YouTube, we'll be putting up some graphics and points to really help visualize what we're talking about.
The first big one for me has to be the acceleration of technological change. Think about it. What was considered a cutting-edge skill 5 or 10 years ago might be obsolete today, or at least heavily automated. If you're working incredibly hard to perfect a skill that technology is making redundant, that hard work isn't translating into the same value it once did.
That's a huge point. We see it everywhere, from manufacturing to even creative fields. AI, for example, is changing the game for writers, artists, and designers. It's not about replacing humans, but it's certainly changing what kind of work is valued and how that work is done. It forces us to ask, am I working hard on something that will have a long-term impact, or am I just busy?
And that leads us to the idea of working smart, not just hard. It's become a bit of a cliche, but it's more crucial now than ever. Working smart involves strategic thinking, understanding leverage, and identifying high-impact activities. Hard work without smart work is just brute force.
Can you give us an example, Sam? How does working smart differentiate from just grinding away?
Sure. Imagine two people wanting to build an online business. One person might work incredibly hard, posting on every social media platform, sending out hundreds of cold emails, and trying to do everything themselves. The other person, working smart, might focus on understanding their niche, leveraging SEO to get organic traffic, building a strong email list from day one, and outsourcing tasks that aren't their core competency. Both are working hard, but the second person's effort is amplified through strategic choices.
That's a fantastic illustration. It's about prioritizing and optimizing, not just maximizing hours. Another factor that ties into this is the sheer volume of competition in almost every field. The internet has democratized access to information and markets, which is amazing, but it also means you're no longer just competing with people in your local area. You're competing globally.
Exactly. If everyone is working hard, then hard work becomes the baseline, not the differentiator. To stand out, you need something more. You need unique value. What unique perspective, skill, or approach do you bring that others don't or can't easily replicate?
And this is where things like personal branding and networking come into play, which were arguably less emphasized in previous generations. It wasn't enough to be good at your job. You had to be known for being good at your job. Now it's not just about being known, but about being known for something specific and valuable.
Definitely. Your network isn't just about who you know. It's about the opportunities and insights that flow through those connections. A strong network can open doors that hard work alone might never even reveal. It's about access to information, collaborations, and mentorship that can exponentially accelerate your progress.
I've definitely seen that firsthand in my own career. There have been times when an introduction from a mentor or a connection made at a conference has led to opportunities that I never would have stumbled upon just by sitting at my desk and working harder.
And this brings us to another critical element, continuous learning and adaptability. Because the world is changing so fast, the skills you have today might not be the skills you need tomorrow. Hard work in acquiring outdated skills is unfortunately a recipe for stagnation.
It's almost like you have to schedule time for learning as part of your work. It's not an optional extra, it's fundamental. Whether it's reading industry reports, taking online courses, or experimenting with new tools, you have to actively evolve.
And that requires a shift in mindset. It's moving from a fixed mindset, where you believe your abilities are static, to a growth mindset, where you understand that your intelligence and skills can be developed through dedication and hard work. But crucially, that hard work needs to be directed towards growth, not just maintaining the status quo.
So if hard work alone isn't enough, what are the ingredients we need to add to the recipe for success in today's world? We've touched on a few, but let's break them down a bit more explicitly.
I'd say the first one is strategic clarity. Before you even start working hard, understand why you're working, what your goals are, and how your efforts contribute to those goals. A clear vision acts as your compass.
So it's about having a destination before you hit the gas pedal. Without it, you might just be driving in circles.
Precisely. The second is leveraging technology and automation. Don't fight it, embrace it. Find ways to make technology do the repetitive, low-value tasks so you can focus your hard work on the high-impact, creative, and strategic activities that truly move the needle.
This could be anything from using project management software to AI tools that help generate content ideas or analyze data. It's about working with the machines, not against them.
Absolutely. And then there's building a strong network and fostering genuine relationships. This isn't just about collecting business cards, it's about providing value to others, being helpful, and building trust. These relationships are invaluable resources for mentorship, collaboration, and future opportunities.
And I think it's important to emphasize that networking shouldn't feel transactional. It should be about building a community around you. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly. Next, we have continuous skill development and adaptability. The world is dynamic, and so should your skill set be. Always be learning, always be curious, and always be willing to pivot if the landscape shifts. This is about future-proofing yourself.
It's almost like you have to treat yourself as a product that's constantly being updated and improved. Version 1.0 might have been great, but if you don't release a 2.0, 3.0, and beyond, you'll get left behind.
And finally, and this is something often overlooked, self-care and mental well-being. Hard work is important, but burnout is real. If you're constantly pushing yourself without adequate rest, recovery, and time for reflection, your productivity and creativity will eventually plummet. This isn't just about being nice to yourself, it's about sustainable high performance.
That's such a crucial point, Sam. We often glorify the hustle culture, the sleep when you're dead mentality, but it's fundamentally unsustainable and counterproductive in the long run. Working hard effectively means working sustainably.
Think of it like an athlete. They train incredibly hard, but they also prioritize rest, nutrition, and recovery. If they just trained nonstop, their performance would suffer, and they'd be prone to injury. Our brains and bodies are no different.
So to recap for our listeners, while hard work remains absolutely fundamental, it needs to be paired with 1. Strategic clarity, 2. Leveraging technology and automation, 3. Building a strong network and relationships, 4. Continuous skill development and adaptability, 5. Self-care and mental well-being.
Those 5 elements, combined with genuine effort, are what create the recipe for success in today's complex and rapidly evolving world. It's about building a holistic approach to your professional life.
I think a lot of people might be listening to this and feeling a sense of relief, actually, because sometimes when you're just pushing and pushing with hard work alone and not seeing the results, it can be incredibly disheartening. This gives people a framework to reevaluate their approach.
And it also empowers individuals. It's not just about putting your head down and hoping for the best. It's about being an active architect of your own career and success, making conscious choices that amplify your efforts.
This has been such an insightful conversation, Sam. I truly believe our listeners are going to get a lot out of this. It's a topic that needed to be addressed head-on.
Agreed, Alex. It's about understanding the modern reality and equipping ourselves with the right tools to thrive within it.
Well, that wraps up another episode of the podcast. Sam, as always, thank you for your incredible insights and for helping us break down such an important topic.
My pleasure, Alex. Always a great time.
And to all of you watching and listening, thank you for joining us today. We truly appreciate your support and your engagement. If this episode resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming content. We've got more exciting discussions planned, so stay tuned. Until next time, keep working smart, stay strategic, and take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon.